Welcome to the 16th season of Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana.
Welcome
to Shamba Shape Up.
This week, we are in Nkubu in Meru County.
I'm Ken Kinoti, Nkonge. Professionally, I'm a nurse, but I'm a passionate farmer. So from 2020, after I completed my campus course, I shifted to poultry farming. I started with only 100 broilers back in 2020. Then I expanded the farm from that time up to date. Currently, we are having around 1,400 broilers, 300 improved Kienyeji, the parent stock, which is giving us the eggs. We also have the incubators. We hatch around 528 to 704 eggs every week.
Ken!
Yes.
So how is farming here?
Despite the challenges, I can say farming, especially the poultry farming, it is a way to go.
So you can say your main speciality is poultry?
Yeah, poultry.
What's the biggest challenge there?
I can say diseases. For example, back in 2024, I lost a lot of birds, that is broilers. I lost more than 3,000.
Whoa!
3,000?
3,000 out of infectious bronchitis. So I had to start afresh.
Having learned the mistakes?
Yes.
Apart from poultry, what else do you have?
I normally keep pigs.
How many do you have?
7 zoos and around 6 piglets.
Fear not, Shamba Shape Up is here. And who have we come with, Naomi?
We have come with experts.
Yes.
So you're going to be at a better place.
Yes, we're going to work with you to make sure that you are shaped up.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Okay, let's go.
We're used to building with stones, bricks, iron sheets, or even wood. But what if I told you there's another alternative that grows like wood, but it's not wood? Curious? Let's find out. We have on the farm Mtamu Kililo, an architect and a creator of microtiles, a new smart method of insulating and building. You know, you've done a lot. We've done a lot in the Shamba, and I'm seeing that house there. That's what you're putting up.
Yeah.
Well done, well done. But you didn't start from that, did you?
I used to live with my parents in a wooden house.
Aha.
Yes, but right now I'm constructing a stone building on the other side.
What made you do that?
Wooden house, it's a bit cold compared to the stone house.
Yes.
On top of that, most of the modern houses are stone-made houses.
Tell us from a general observation, what have you seen?
I think just observing the two houses, having one in wood and mabati, like Ken has said, it either gets too hot during the hot season. In June and July, it gets really cold, and without insulation, he has to use heaters.
Yes.
So what insulation does is it makes the room moderate in temperature. So the changes in temperature are reduced. So when it is really hot, an insulated house will be really cool. When it is really cold, an insulated house will be slightly warmer. So looking at the one in wood, there's an opportunity to insulate both the walls and the roof.
You insulate the walls if they are wooden.
if they are wooden. So basically you insulate any wall that is very thin, because a thin wall, the temperature transfer is very easy from inside to outside. So by adding insulation, you add the thickness of the wall, and that makes sure that the temperature inside is slightly moderate compared to what is outside. We make insulation actually using agriculture waste, and in particular this one is made from sugarcane bagasse. Sugarcane bagasse is the waste from sugarcane when you manufacture sugar. So the fibers that remain. And we bond it together like this using mushroom mycelium or mushroom roots. The mushroom roots are like fibers. They go through what forms the white and bonds this waste together. We can use other wastes. We can use corn cobs. We can use rice husks. We can use sawdust. So it's a very affordable, very accessible to farmers, and very easy to install. This is from Mycelium. It's a startup. It's based in Nairobi. We can transport across the country, and is at the moment the most affordable insulation in the market. It's 2/3 the price of the cheapest insulation you can get in the market.
So it's environment friendly?
This material is completely environmental friendly. There's no artificial substance we've used here. It's just mushroom mycelium and agriculture waste. When the building ends, when you decide to demolish the house, it's completely compostable and it becomes fertilizer for your crops. And of course, it saves a lot of waste that would have been burnt and release a lot of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases to the environment, because now this waste is bonded into building materials.
Durability, how long does it last?
Because it is between the structure, it will stay as long as the structure is up. It's
covered. Part of the structure.
It's part of the structure, yeah. It's between the wall and whatever finish you use, which could be plywood. It stays until the building comes to end of life, if I can say that.
How is it installed?
Once you have your wall either in timber, wood, or in mabati, you place your insulation and then you put a plywood cover and screw the plywood in place. So it's a very simple way to install it. One thing that I didn't add that is really important, the mushroom roots that we use to bond have natural fire retardance properties. So this makes this product, although it looks fiber-based, it's actually very good for fire resistance. When you put fire on it, it gets charred on the surface, but the fire doesn't go through. Yeah, it doesn't catch fire.
So since that now I'm building a stone house, can I insulate it with this kind of material?
The stone house can also be insulated. The only difference is you will not insulate the walls now. You will insulate the roof. So by insulating, just putting the mycelium panels below the roof, they take in a lot of the heat and then they make the space not as hot as it would have been if there was no insulation.
A standard room heater will cost you about 40 shillings per hour. In an evening, it will be about 120 shillings and 3,600 shillings per month. With 6 cold months, that would be 21,600. A panel costs about 800 shillings, the cheapest in the market. A small room will need about 30 panels. That's about 24,000 shillings. When you include labor and plywood, it will be 30 to 40,000 shillings for a lifetime of insulation. Insulating one room will take just 1 day, quick and efficient. With that knowledge, Ken can now insulate both his and his parents' houses, and the family will be guaranteed constant warmth and comfort at no extra cost.
Broiler chicken grow very quickly, and that's why you need to take them to market as quickly as possible so you can gain profit. Meaning that you need to feed the chicken well so it can grow big. From Unga Farm Care, experts in animal feeds, we have Joseph Jenga. He is an animal health expert here to tell us more about the best way to feed and raise broiler chicken. Yeah, so Ken, tell me, how many birds do you have in total?
For broilers, we have the first lot, which is 4 weeks. We have around 500 of them. Then we have around 400, which are 14 days old. And in this house, we are going to bring another 400 tomorrow.
Jenga, you've walked around. So what have you really observed?
We are going to start with where you are planning to bring a new flock tomorrow. Due to the earthen floor, there'll be inadequate disinfection and cleaning because of this one, and it is a risk even to the coming chicks. I have also noted the weight is uneven. We got one with 1.7 and the other one with 1. I also noted they are snoring, those which are 4 weeks old. And also when I checked the floor, you don't rake the house. So there is a lot of caking, which could be the result. We are having that ammonia smell, which in the long run may bring chronic respiratory diseases. When I also checked the other young frog, the number of drinkers versus the number of birds, for automatic you are supposed to have 1 for every 80 to 100, and I have noticed they are 2 and the bird are 450.
So what would be the cause of the difference in weight?
The discrepancies in the feeders and drinkers, because they are not meeting the ratio. So some are eating, some are not eating. I'll ask Ken whether when they were brought in, did you take the weight?
Not really.
We encourage that when you are supplied with those chicks, you weigh. Then we compare the weight at day 7, which should be 4.25 times the weight they were brought in. Then you separate. The smaller one you keep aside for easier monitoring.
Okay, so you're bringing the chicks tomorrow, yeah? So is there any advice you'd give us about the food they should take?
Yes, for the Fugo brand, we have 2 types of feed. We have 2-phase diet, meaning there is a starter and a finisher, and we have a 3-phase diet, which have crumbs, grower pellet, and finisher pellet. For the 2-phase diet, for the first 21 days, you give Fugo starter crumbs. They will give you uniformity in weight and also good growth. We have inputted anticoccidia, so to prevent it from getting coccidiosis. Then after 21 days, you change to finisher pellet. So when you are doing transition, we encourage the farmer to do it gradual. You start with a third of the new feed, plus the old one to that. Then the next day you do half-half. Then the following day, the third day, you do now the new feed to that, and the feed that you want now to stop giving, you give it a that. Then with those 3 days are enough to transition. Usually the 2-phase diet will take 42 days to mature. I think the 3-phase diet will be okay with you, where we'll give Fugo starter crumbs for 11 days. Then you move to Fugo advanced grower pellet up to 24 days. Then starting from day 25, you give Fugo advanced finisher pellet. For 3-phase diet, you'll take 35 days and below. Advantage, you'll have good growth. You'll sell them off quickly, so you'll have a few days to market. Also, the amount of feed that is required for 3-phase diet is a bit low compared to the 2-phase diet. So you are able to take your broiler chicks to market a bit early compared to 2-phase diet.
Now that our farmer knows what to feed and how to feed his chicken, it's time to prepare for the next flock. We start by shaping up the old floor as the expert has recommended. As they finish digging up the old floor, the material for the makeover is here.
Coming up after the break, turning farm and pig waste into protein for your chicken and the best way to feed Kienyeji chicken.
Welcome back to Shamba Shepherd. In this part, we look at how to feed Kienyeji chicken to get the best out of them. Then, we learn how we can grow protein supplements using waste from the farm. But first, the improved chicken house is coming along great. Kamau and his team has laid the concrete and are working hard to ensure the brooder is ready for the new chicks.
From broilers to Kienyeji chicken, which is the best way to feed them? Let's find out. From Unga Farm Care Limited, we now have Faris Keremi, who will educate us more on the best way to feed Kienyeji chicken. Ken,
Yes.
lovely chicken.
Thank you.
This is improved Kienyeji.
Yeah.
What's the main purpose for you keeping them here?
My main purpose is egg production. So we normally correct the eggs, incubate the eggs. After 21 days, we sell the chicks.
Are you having any challenges so far with that?
One of the main challenge is the cost of production. Second thing, production it's not that good.
Of eggs?
Yes, egg production. The percentage is not that good. We are collecting around 1.5 tray. We are supposed to be collecting maybe 2 trays or 3 trays.
What other challenge are you having?
Some of the fins we are buying, the companies are not getting their correct raw materials to make the fins. Because the moment you give the fin with a different maybe raw materials, the growth rate, the productivity won't be that.
So you need a feed that is consistent from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Well, we have Mr. Kiremi, our expert here. Let him start us off.
After doing my thorough inspection, I've noted some failures or some weaknesses here and there, of which I wanted to enlighten you in order for you to change them in the future. Number one, in a house like this one, the setting is good, but there's something called biosecurity. So from the entrance there, you should have a foot bath. Then the floor, you find that some signs are dry, like this one is wet, but if you happen to strike here, it's a bit dry. So you have to add some sawdust here because of this wetness. This is now an incubator for disease. And with the time, maybe after 2 weeks, you turn over there, what is inside, you turn. Because some of the diseases, they like to thrive in those areas. And they're very dangerous. If they affect here, you lose quite a number of eggs.
What do you feed your improved Kienyeji?
I normally feed layers, but I don't have specific company.
So how should our farmer feed this chicken?
So we recommend from hatching, introducing Fugo Kienyeji chick mash. You feed for 1 month, all right? Then you introduce Fugo Kienyeji grower mash. But when it comes to introduction, you have to take maybe 3 days of mixing. Because when it was feeding on chick, and then introduce another feed at the same point, then you will get stressed. You will start stop, some will fail to eat.
When transitioning from Fugo Kienyeji chick mash to Fugo Kienyeji growers mash, transition gently by starting on day 1 with 1/3 of the growers mash and 2/3 of the chick mash. On day 2, do half and half. And on day 3, do 2/3 of the growers mash and 1/3 of chick mash. Eventually, fully transition to Fugo Kienyeji growers mash on day 4.
Then from there, continue with grower for around 3 to 4 months until you spot some eggs. So if it comes 5% to 7% within that range, you can start introducing the layers mash gradually. Maybe when it becomes 10%, you make it complete Fugo layers Kienyeji mash. And with that transition, the cook will have no stress because now his main target is the egg, not the meat.
Yes.
So the egg that he produces here, he takes them into the incubator to produce chicks. So these chicks are the ones that he is selling. Your target is to achieve high production, to achieve good shelled eggs, to achieve even the eggs that have yellow yolks, for those who maybe would like to take some egg to eat. That's why for this improved Kienyeji, we have our own special feed, specially formulated. We call it Fugo Kienyeji layers mash. Don't confuse, there are 2 types of layers.
Yeah.
We have one for the grains, those hens which day on daily basis, whose eggs are meant for commercial purposes, not just for the taking to the incubator. But these ones now for Kienyeji.
Feed Fugo Kienyeji layers mash at the rate of 140 grams per day per bird. Spread the feeding, giving 40% in the morning and 60% in the afternoon.
And that one dish of 140 grams per day will make the chances of that hen laying per day is high and will produce the right egg, the right size, and of the right shape.
Remember, there are special feeds for Kienyeji chicken for every stage. Ensure hygiene, just like you would with other commercial birds. Following the expert's recommendation, we dig out and remove the old dump litter. and add a thick layer of wood shavings. We rake to make it level. And the birds were very excited by their new floor. We also add a footbath. Meanwhile, back at the brooder, Kamau is now putting up the curtains to keep out the harsh weather. But what is Naomi doing in the pigsty?
A lot of time we don't know what to do with the waste from the farm, especially if you don't have a big farm yourself. But don't you worry, you can turn that into chicken feed. Farm and market waste can be put to good use. We take Ken to a facility where he will learn about making high-protein feed for his chicken. We are joined by another poultry farmer, Beatrice Kanyaura, who has started using black soldier fly larvae for her birds. She keeps broiler and improved Kienyeji chicken. Our expert is Caroline Kainyu, an expert in black soldier fly production at this facility supported by We Effect. Caro, so we're seeing a lot around here. So could you tell us where we are and what is all this about?
What you can see is the WASEP project, which stands for Waste for Cash Eco project, which is run by Meru Central Coffee. What we do basically, we rear black soldier fly to be able to manage our organic waste in Meru.
Ken, let me ask you, do you know what black soldier flies are?
I have heard about them, but I don't have that much more information about them.
Well, Caro, could you help us?
Basically, black soldier fly is a type of a fly that is able to consume organic waste and turn it into valuable biomass, such as larvae, which is used to make animal feeds, and also it is able to give us organic fertilizer, which is called frass.
So why BSF and why here?
First of all, as you may know, in the urban areas, waste has become a tough spot. Go to the market to just find heaps of organic waste. Back at homes, people are having a lot of organic waste that they don't know how to dispose. So why black soldier fly? It is because this insect is able to consume that waste. So when it's at the larval stage, that's when it is fed to, say, chicken. So like Ken, who is a poultry farmer, can feed the black soldier fly larvae to his chickens directly, or he can crush the black soldier fly larvae and institute it to the animal feeds.
So Beatrice, how has it benefited you?
The percentage of protein is so high. When you incorporate the black soldier fly in your feeds, it reduces the cost of buying the feeds from the shop. And then the birds will mature very fast because of the high protein content.
So I'll be happy to show you the process of black soldier fly farming, Ken. I hope that you'll be able to learn a lot. Karibuni.
Okay.
These are called the larve cages. Here we have the black soldier fly adults. So in the larve cages, they mate and lay eggs. On such things, we call them eggies, but they lay eggs in between. And at this stage, they don't feed. They only consume water. And you give the water to them in cotton wool. Otherwise, they'll drown. So once they lay the eggs, we collect the eggs and now we incubate the eggs. What is inside here is bran. You can decide to use maize germ or wheat, whatever is available for you. So you just mix it with water and now incubate your eggs. So they take around 3 to 4 days to hatch. So once the eggs hatch, now they start feeding on the bran. Once they are fully hatched, you can now introduce this to a bigger trough. And then now you introduce them to the waste now. The kitchen waste, the waste that we get from the market, we try to have quality waste, so you just don't feed them one type of waste. So if you're feeding them pig waste, you can include kitchen waste, market waste, so that now they grow very fast. This is the stage at which we harvest at the larval stage, because this is the stage where they have the highest protein content, around 40 to 60%. But now once they are fully fed, they will start changing the color to brown or black. Now this is the third stage now, which is the pupae stage. And now this is what I'll take and introduce to the larve cages, which I've already shown you. These are what will pupate to adults. So you let them feed and feed and feed. They burrow into the feed until the feed is dry. That's when you're able to harvest. So you get your frass, which is the organic fertilizer, and also you get your larvae.
The BSF is quite recommendable because the growth is very fast. That is one. And the quality of the eggs are good. You get the yellow yolk, and the meat also tastes good. Yeah. Then you cut the cost of production, and the profit goes up.
The cost of production of one broiler, it's around 370 to 400 Kenyan shillings when you use commercial fins. Maybe the moment we start using the BSF method, can cut that cost from the 370 maybe to 250, which will increase our profit.
We are back at the farm just in time to disinfect the brooder. Set up the feeders and drinkers. Lay in the new feed. And finally move in the new chick. They look very comfortable. Well done, Kamau and team.
Let's plant some trees. We plant a mango tree to provide fruit for the family. And a Kentia palm plant to add to their beautiful homestead.
Tree planting day!
It's been a great visit. Naomi, did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, yes, I did.
Did you learn anything new?
Of course I did. Worms.
Oh, Ken and the family, did you enjoy our visit?
Yeah, we really enjoyed your visit. You really teach us a lot from black soldier flies on how to construct a modern brooder house.
So when you come back, we're going to get a better place?
In fact, I'm thinking of starting to construct a black soldier fly farm.
Ooh, awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome.
That's great.
Now, Mom and Dad, you've been doing a good job supporting Ken here. Did you enjoy us being here?
We have run a lot.
And you, Mom?
Hata mimi nimeenjoy vile mnafanya kazi nzuri, kukuja kutufundisha mambo ya kuku, ya nguruwe, ya kila kitu, na tunampongeza sana.
Thank you so
much. Na mkuje tena na tena.
And you, did you enjoy our visit?
Yes.
Do you want us to come back?
Yes.
But sadly, right now, we have to go and help other farmers. So we'll see you next time on
Shamba Shaker!